family, so we're going to see how these tires are going around some curves. See if they still feel good or not. Something feels off. Alright family, so that was just one curve, and it seems like it bounces around a little bit more. Like the drag radials handle better than what these ultra performance tires do. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of them really. I can kind of feel a little difference. What you think? Yeah. Could you feel in the back end kind of loosening up? Yeah. So it's not just me. The tires are a little different. So these may be coming off ASAP. What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do a tire review on the NITTO NT555 G2s. So as you can see, I have them here. Again, NT555 G2s. For those that want to hear the quick answer, I don't like them. I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share the video, like the video. For the others who want to hear the details, let me give you guys a walkthrough of what happened. I got these tires put on maybe 2 weeks ago. And the day I got them put on, I noticed a difference immediately. I left the shop that I got the tires put on, and I can tell right away from the ride that it was a lot harder than the drag radials. Now we know drag radials are soft, so that's understandable. The night I put them on, after I left my part-time job, I took my normal route home. There's a curve that I always hit, have a little bit of fun, and I went around that curve and it did not feel good. It was loose, it was sloppy, it got kind of squirrely in the curve, and it just didn't feel good. And the bad part is that I hit that curve like I normally would, right? Not thinking anything of it. So with that being said, I was already like, I don't know about these tires. It was a cooler night. I was thinking maybe that's what it was. I also was thinking these tires are new. I know with motorcycle tires, there's a film over them, on performance tires at least, and that has to be worn off before you can get some really good grip. So I have never heard that when it comes to car tires or performance tires, street tires. So I was a little worried about it. Later that night, on my way home, I got on it. I wanted to see how it would handle it. Put it in the first gear, no traction control. I made the hit. The car lost traction, which is fine. But then when I went to second gear, that's when I noticed these tires are different. Went into second gear, and the car jumped about half a lane over. Now that I have never had happen in this car. So with that being said, that was my first experience of the tires, and that made me not too sure about them. My purpose and intentions with this car was to do some comparison videos. I made some hits with the NT555Rs, and after experiencing the hop and jumping of the car on the G2s, I decided not to even make a hard hit. Now the reason why I put these tires on is because my tread is low on the radials, and I was going to the Dream Cruise, and I just didn't think that those tires would make it there and back. So I put these on as a touring tire that I can use going forward whenever I'm going to take a road trip. On that Dream Cruise video, if you guys watched it, it starts with me messing around with this other C5 Corvette. This Corvette was just moving around in and out of traffic, and I was, kind of, behind them, and my car did not feel solid. It didn't feel like it normally felt. And so I felt like I had to take it easier, and it made me more reserved in my driving. I could tell at that time I didn't have the confidence that I typically have doing those type of things, because the car, again, just felt sloppy. All right, so now let's fast forward. Came back from the Dream Cruise. I wasn't driving the car as much, and so I went ahead and kept them on there for a few more days, but then I immediately took the tires off of the car. I think these tires are for a specific type of driver. If you like to cruise around town, I think these tires are good. If you are going to keep your traction control on, I'm sure they're great as well. They may be okay in the rain. I haven't driven them in the rain yet, so I really don't know. If you are going to drive mildly in your car, then I think these tires are good. However, if you drive your car remotely hard accelerations, hard curves, handling, autocross, anything like that, I would not recommend them. I don't know if it was the size of the tire that threw the balance off on the car or what it was, but I just did not have luck with them. So I currently have two 75/40s up front, and then these were in the back as a 295/40. So again, I don't know if that was the cause of the car not handling properly, but again, even upon acceleration, it just didn't like it. So for me, I went back to my 305s. I'm going to stick with those. When it comes to the tread of the actual tire, it looks like it serves its purpose. I know the inner tires for grip, you kind of have your channels for rain here. So again, they may do okay in the rain, but I heard that they are not the best in the rain either, as they are an ultra performance tire. If you don't trust my opinion, I'm going to jump to a clip in which I had my rider die with me, and she'll tell you in the video kind of how she felt about it as well. All right, family, we got another curve. Let's see how this goes. All right, so that one did a little bit better, but I think I just more so of adjusted to the fact that I don't, you know, that I knew what was going to happen and we're going to handle it as well. What do you think about that one? Huh? Is it bouncy? Do you think it's bouncy? Is it bouncy going around the curves, or is it?
It's not handling as well.
Yeah, they handle different for sure. Which, again, drag radials going around curves are not good either. But it seems like they grip more than what these do. So,
That's what it is. The
grips more. She felt the same way, going around curves or, you know, switching lanes quickly. She felt like the car just didn't feel as stable and secure as it typically does, and she didn't like it. Now the crazy thing is, I put the drag radials back on and the car immediately returned back to normal. We got the drag radials back on. We're about to hit a couple curves to see how the car feels, and we'll see if it goes back to normal. If it does, then that means that the issue was the tires, those G2 tires. So let's see what it does. So I know it's dark, you probably can't see us. You can probably see her, you can't see me. But it's back to normal. So it had to be the tires, those G2 tires. So with that being said, I'm probably going to go get rid of those tires. It's either that or keep them as my touring tires, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. So with that being said, again, I'm not a big fan of the NT555 G2s. The NT555Rs are the drag radials that I run, and I love them. I don't have any problem with them. So I'll probably get those again. So with that being said, I'm either going to take these tires back to the shop that I got them from to see if there's potentially I can get some money back for them, or I'm just going to sell these outright to a private person. I thought maybe it would take some time for the tires to kind of, you know, wear off, wear down, and they would get better. But I mean, I drove them for about 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles, and it didn't get better. So I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't have time to figure out if it will or not. I'm just going to go ahead and trust my judgment of not trusting the tires. So with that being said, I will be buying another set of the NT555Rs. I'll just stick with the drag radial. Again, another reason I was hoping to keep like a summer tire is that they would do a little bit better when the temperature drops. Maybe they can go down to 50 degrees, whereas the radials, they're so soft that they will handle that cold temperature a lot worse than what these will. There were people on Facebook and the groups that were telling me not to do it, not to do it, not to do it. And there were people telling me to do it and it would be fine. I have to side with the people who said not to do it. I don't think these tires will serve the purpose that I need them for. I think they would be good. Maybe if I put them on my daily or put them on a car that I don't drive as hard, but for this car with the power that it has, and again, nothing crazy, just cam on 2 headers, exhaust, intake, tune. With that alone, I don't like them. All right. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and tell me below what you think about the tires and what you think the issue could have been if it's not the tire.